Hi, I promised you I'd give you some insight into what goes on behind the book, so I thought I'd start off with talking to you about why I decided to write about my weight loss struggles in the first place. It's a really vulnerable topic, and I think as women we talk about weight and diets, but we're not always honest about our struggles and the challenges that we face. And this idea came to me a couple of years ago when I was in holiday in Croatia. It was the first holiday that we'd taken since the pandemic, the first time we'd been abroad. There was a full-length mirror in the bathroom of the hotel where we were staying, and I don't usually have full-length mirrors in my house. It's too frightening. Really horrified about how much weight I'd put on. It was kind of faced with the stark reality. There's nothing like being in the buff to really reveal those roles. And, on holiday, we tend to get dressed up. We might wear different clothing or lighter clothing or, less clothing in the case of swimsuits and bikinis. And it was really, really disgusted by how I looked. And what really kind of, hit home was the fact that I'd been on a fabulous holiday in 2019 before the pandemic to Antigua. And I'd kind of realised then that I was really overweight and I needed to do something about it. And I'd come back and I'd lost weight. And here I was 3 years on and I was overweight again. And I just thought, oh my goodness, am I going to keep have to go back on the diet then? And I've got the notebook that I took with me at the time. I wrote down, this is what I'm going to do and I've got a plan. And then I kind of stopped and thought, am I really going to keep going on this roller coaster? Am I really going to go back on another diet? Am I really going to lose the weight again? I know I can do it. I've done it before. If I'm just going to go and put it back on again, what am I going to do? So I'd read a book while I was on holiday called Fat Mom on a Mountain about a woman who realised, similar to me, that she was, going to hit 50 and she was, overweight and she wanted to lose the weight and she wanted to climb a mountain. And she wrote about this. It's a great book. So I wrote in this notebook some of the kind of the things that I wanted to put in my book. I decided, look, let me have a look at this. Let me look at it through the lens, my professional lens, looking at evidence, looking at why, what is there to support these assertions that if you just do X, Y, and Z, you can lose the weight. Yeah, maybe that's true, but we don't keep the weight off. And so I really just wanted to kind of crystallize my thoughts about what was going on in the dieting world and how we're all portrayed, as weak if we can't stick to the diets. And we can stick to the diets, we can lose the weight, but it's keeping it off that's the problem, right? So yeah, that's just a little bit of an insight into how I came up with this topic.